Hello everybody and welcome to the Comicsgate art stream. How you guys doing? My name's Brian. And I'm back on it. I got new tools I want to play around with. And I also want to do a little bit more work on this story. On this piece, rather, this painting. So the song you guys just heard came out in... When did this come out? This came out in the, I want to say the early 2000s. And it was on a album by Delirium. Just look up Delirium. The song is called Silence, and the album was called Karma. And Delirium was doing like this kind of... Mostly it's like this... I don't know what you even call it. Like... You know... I don't even know what you call it. It's like chill pop or something. It was like big in the 90s. And Sarah McLachlan, she basically like was featured in it. So if people like spotted I saw some people say, is that Sarah McLachlan? Well spotted, my friend. Well spotted. You caught it. You saw. So, getting back to work on this. I think I'm going to add some deeper shadows, even some cool ones, because I want some of this stuff to recede to the background so other stuff can pop forward. I'm playing around right now on another layer, so nothing is lost. Let's see. Let's mess around with the blending tools. There's a great new blend tool that I got that I'm really excited to play around with. Uh-oh. I'm getting warnings. Weird. Only because she was boner material and had the voice of an angel. My favorite song of Sarah McLachlan's is Possession. Very dark, very sensual. Didn't know it was literally words from her stalker, though. Yikes. I never looked up what Sarah McLachlan looked like. So I didn't know she was boner material. Yeah, she's alright. I mean, I guess she kind of looks like what I expected. You know who I used to think was really hot? Although I wasn't crazy about her teeth. Jewel. Jewel was pretty hot. She was thick. I liked her titties, basically. Is what I'm saying. It was her titties. I'm not going to lie. Oof, the wall is undefeated. Let's try this hotline. Possession is the kind of song you'd hear a succubus or a female vampire sing to you. In my very blue pill days, it was a very impactful song. My friends and I in high school used to refer to her breasts as hands after she put out that song. My hands is all I have, but they're not yours, they're my own. Jewel, that is. Oh, yeah. Now, Jewel did need to get her teeth fixed. Let's not get it twisted, because her teeth were kind of jacked up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, she was pretty good to go. Good to go. It's funny. Oh, she did get her teeth fixed. She got a plastic surgery. Well, that's good. About time. Let me know if the sound is okay, if, like, I'm fighting too much. Oh, Christina Aguilera was... I mean, damn. That's all I gotta say about that. Damn. She was bad. I was a little, I was obviously too old for her, but... doesn't mean I couldn't admire. Jewel's teeth were nice. A nice quirk, dude. She wasn't so Hollywood. She wasn't Natalie Imbruglia. Natalie Imbruglia was really cute, but kind of manufactured. You mean Twisted Sister? Are you talking about her look? Like, okay, so when Aguilera was like just came out, she was pretty nice and thick, right? And then she got famous, and like I think it was the Dirty album or whatever, her nasty phase, her slut phase. When I don't have a problem with people having a slut phase, but the thing is, she was really skinny in that phase, like just not my type, just too skinny for me. And then I think when she made and then like that song for Moulin Rouge, oh, she was just like over the top in that. But when she came back, I think when it was like the Beautiful song that she did, she like found her thick roots, went back to her thick roots. She remembered her last name was Aguilera. You know, I mean, I believe that Christina Aguilera, she's definitely got some red beans and rice in her DNA. So it was good to see that. Let's try. Wait, what? Smudgy, maybe? Try that. Oh yeah, and Anastasia thought is totally different black voice. I don't know Anastasia. Mandy Moore is okay for now. She's alright. She's cool. Anastasia sounded like Taylor Dane. I remember Taylor Dane. I remember Taylor Dane's lips. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. She started gaining weight after Fighter. Aguilera's Dirty is probably my favorite song. I was developing an interest in Redman's music at the time. Oh, Redman's good. Speaking of Redman, did you guys see... I mentioned this woman before, this YouTuber. Her name is Jay Longbone. And she makes like anti-SJW videos and movie reviews and stuff. And she did a video that came out like just a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. Maybe yesterday or the day before. Where she reviewed or went through what the hell his name is? Is it Hari Kondalobu? Do you know who Hari Kondalobu is? He's the Indian stand-up comedian that, well, supposedly a stand-up comedian. He looks like a BuzzFeed editor. That supposedly he made a documentary. Not supposedly, he did make a documentary called "The Problem with Apu" from The Simpsons. Well, his documentary came out, and Longbone did a review of it, and she fucking just destroyed him. I mean, it's a hilarious, and his documentary is so bad. So bad, guys. I know you're not surprised by that. I know the shock has been imagined. But it is really bad. Let's see what you guys are saying in just a second. Lady Marmalade, yeah, that's the song. Wasn't Anastasia the one who died in the plane crash? I don't know who Anastasia is. She had breast cancer. Jay Longbone is good, yeah. She's got great editing skills. It's kind of like non-stop with her, too. It's... Okay, let me save real quick. Everyone in the Simpsons show were not real. You don't say. It's crazy, right? People will like treat it like it is, even though it's not real. It's crazy. I think that we've gotten to the point where our society is so comfortable that people just complain about shit because they don't see how good they have it, because we take everything for granted. And so we have people who are multi-millionaire stand-up comedians. I mean, he may not be a multi-millionaire, but, you know, like rich enough to like get a movie made about it. Stand-up comedians complaining about fictional cartoon characters voiced by white guys because they're not getting that job. And like getting a movie made about that. This is the comfortable society that we live in. This is how great things are. And people take it for granted, you know. It's like in The Matrix. I think it's The Matrix Revolution or Revelation, whatever the second one is called. Reloaded? I don't know. There's a bit in the Matrix where the Neo is meeting with the Oracle, and they're like in a like a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a playground, but it's like a lot, you know, by an apartment complex. And she's talking about how you know, most of the Matrix no one notices, like the birds that are the pigeons that are sort of just like doing their thing, and essentially the point being is that when everything is going as planned, when everything is going the way it should, we don't take notice, we don't care, right? It's when things go wrong that we care. But you gotta like always, I think, don't lose sight of how good you have it by seeing that the fact that someone has what the fuck is this? The fact that someone is living in a society that's free enough that they can complain about, you know, the fact that their phone is running out of space or it's not moving fast enough for them, or the fact that this, you know, I don't know, this DVD player isn't ejecting the fucking DVD disc fast enough or something. I get that people tend to focus on the negative because I think that's how humans work. But sometimes I think you need to like take a step back and look at what you have and appreciate that. And I think that people like Hari Kondalobu, whatever his name is, he doesn't do that. Be mindful. Yeah, right. Jimmy Stifffinger says, be mindful of the present. Exactly. And it's like, and I think that in every generation, like leading up to this one, there were people complaining about shit despite how good they had it. And I think that this generation probably will do that more so than any that has preceded it, because we live in a time of great excess and comfort and safety. I mean, it's like the best time to be a human being in history. It's the best time. And the people who do all those that complaining, they're not just wrong and unappreciative and, you know, I guess ungrateful, right? They're dangerous. because they create bad times. They create problems. And you should be worried about those people. Alright, is this the layer where I was drawing the lines? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back to doing that. So let's go to pencil, and let's see. First world problems, yeah, just creep up on you. It's true. I'm gonna get fucking... Oh, I need to... So let's see what else is going on. I'm following a mindfulness therapy. In some countries, people worry about their next meal, whether or not some psychopath warband is going to attack their village. Us, we're worried about an offensive, drawn character. Yeah. And of course, they would say, well, that's a straw man. I'm just saying, you know. Like, yeah, there are people who complain about microtransactions in video games. I get it. I mean, yeah, go ahead, you know. But, like, the choices that we make when we in response to that should be proportionate. People like Harry Kondolobu, they want to change the industry itself to suit their proclivities. Fuck you, no. You know? You want to boycott? Go ahead. That's you. Like, there are people who do that. They boycott EA. They boycott, you know, Sony, whatever. But that's different. That's personal. Your choice. Annoyance with everyday things can be a reaction to underlying emotional dysfunction. You know, so there's this one great part in this movie, in this documentary, right? The Problem with Apu. And what it is, Henry Kondolobu goes to his parents, because he basically, his thing is that he believes that, you know, in a lot of ways, Apu is making fun of his parents. Now, I know that that's narcissistic as fuck, but bear with me, you know, because the idea that Hank Azaria was thinking, I'm gonna offend this particular guy with this character that's like 20 years old is silly. But he goes to that's not the good part though. He goes to his parents and he shows it to them, expecting them to be offended. He goes, this is you, basically. Like, he shows them a clip of Apu, you know, and he's like, this is you. What do you think about that? Like, what? This is a white guy. Hank Azaria does the voice for this character. What do you think about that? And the parents roast him. They're just like, well, he got paid to do a job. And then they say, you know what? What's wrong with you? Why do you have you should get a haircut? You know, you have kind of like, you have Apu hair. And he's like, I have Apu hair. And they're like, yeah. And they roast their own son who's trying to make a big deal out of this Apu thing. It's fucking great. And I'm like, wow, you put that in the movie. What a cuck. It was a really bad movie. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just saw like the clips and I'm like, this is a mistake. This should not exist. I forget who it was that said even if everything was great, people would still start up crap to break the monotony. Yeah. Up, man. Now that doesn't mean it's not worth it to complain about things that are justifiable to complain about. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that people don't have genuine concerns about real problems either. There obviously are. But some of this shit, like offensive cartoon characters that have been around for 20 years and are beloved by everyone, that's dumb. You're a retard. If that bothers you. Period. You need to get help. Stop help. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to have a whole lot of sympathy for you. Especially, and this is the thing that blows my mind the most. Most of the people who do the most of the complaining are people that are doing pretty fucking good compared to others. Like, really? A famous, semi-famous anyway, you know, Indian fucking comedian that's got a career. You have a career working as a stand-up comedian and people go to shows to watch you. You know how hard it is to get into comedy? And you're not very good? You're not very funny? And you're complaining? It's amazing. Amazing. The most privileged motherfuckers are the ones that complain. And I don't even like using that word. I really don't. But that's what it seems to me is what's happening. You know? It's like, dude, you're a child. Why are you acting like a child? What else are you guys talking about here? Well, instead of navel gazing those who are bored. Oh, I'm sorry. Instead of navel gazing, those who are bored should get to work on something productive. Yeah, that's a lot of work though, Lady Justice. You know people are lazy. Especially those kinds of people, these champagne socialists. You know, they're just pricks. They want to control people. They're narcissists too. They think everything is about them. It's like, motherfucker, this isn't about you. You know? Hank Azaria earned his place. He worked hard and earned that job. He's good at what he does. Why are you hating? How about this? How about you do better? And then he interviews a bunch of other Indian guys that agree with him, like Kal Penn, who is, you know, people know him as Kumar from Harold and Kumar. A movie that I liked, too, but I don't think I own it, but I don't know if I like it anymore, because it's fucking SJW shit, I'm fairly certain. But he also interviewed this other guy, this other Indian guy. I'm sorry, I don't know the dude's name. He hasn't done a ton of shit, but I think he was in, like, Avatar, the last Airbender movie. Ugh. I wouldn't want to put that on my fucking, you know, resume. But yeah, he was in that, and he did a voice of another Indian character on The Simpsons once. That the episode, I guess, was the guy was trying to like bring Apu to the 21st century, and he was this Indian kid, right? This younger Indian guy, like a hip character, I guess. And he was proposing in this documentary, he was proposing to, he was telling a story about how he proposed to the Matt Groening, the Simpsons guy, an idea for essentially a direction for this gag for the show, right? And what he said was that there would be a moment in the in this episode where his character would say something like, you know, he'd make a joke about him not actually being Indian, and they would cut to Hank Azaria, like a live action shot of Hank Azaria in the booth, you know, and they didn't go with that. Like, he's like, oh, like, they were like, oh, that'd be so great. Why didn't they do it? And he was like, The Simpsons always wins. And it was like this, like, what, like this, I don't know what he was trying to say with that. The Simpsons always wins? You got a job from them. What the fuck does that mean? It was like this weird, I think he was trying to say, he couldn't quite say white privilege, but I think he really wanted to say that. You know? So fucking strange. Alright, it's time to save again. Okay, I'm gonna do... Let's see, let's go to dark. What color is this? Go with the darker version of that. Down to there. I'm gonna put this outside. I do like this pencil tool. Yeah, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? It should be going. It should be fine. I don't know what happened. I don't have music though. That's all right. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, you know, OBS did something. Or not OBS. Discord restarted or something. Like it had an update. It's constantly fucking updated. And it caused OBS to crash. I think it's because OBS is like trying to, I don't know, stream it or something. Hold on. I got some music now. All right, we're just gonna go, keep going. We're just gonna keep going. So, for whatever, yeah, as I was making this mark, it didn't like apply the pen pressure. And then it like just fucking died. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? So anyway, sorry about that. I don't know. I cannot explain it. I do not know why this happens. So yeah, I'm sorry, it was loud. It's in the name Discord, yeah. Make this eraser a bit smaller. This is now Aesthetic FM. Before it was like Future Funk or something. So I think this is, I don't know what this is. I just clicked on something so it wouldn't be dead air. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I see the details and stuff are still not done. I gotta like get on that. Badger Chan is coming together quite nicely. Well, thank you. I'm gonna keep working on this stuff. Like the digital painting is something I'm trying to get stronger at. I usually do better with traditional artwork, which is why I'm doing Bombshell with traditional artwork. If my digital stuff gets strong, then I'll probably like start doing it in digital. We were talking about some guy with poo hair, an Indian guy with poo hair. Yeah, anyway. It was just kind of pathetic, you know? It was so, like, how can you make a movie that is just about you? That's basically what it is. He made a movie that's just about him. It's so pathetic. People, like funded that. Like, they backed it, you know? The Simpsons always wins. Because white people. It's like, but Bollywood, I think Bollywood makes more money than Hollywood. Isn't T-Series beating PewDiePie right now? What are you talking about? Go do some fucking Indian stand-up for India. See how you do. There's also a bit where he goes to like an Indian neighborhood in Brooklyn, and he's like, I'm here like with, you know, with my people, but he doesn't like, he looks really uncomfortable there. Like it's not actually home. Like it's just this foreign place. Do you still do pencils and paper? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing my book in. I'm doing it on pencil and paper right now. I'm gonna go get a coffee. I got about 10 minutes or 15 minutes left, So like, you guys know about this game that everyone's talking about? I may have mentioned this on the show before. It's called Anthem. Everyone's excited about it. And I guess there was some recent news, but I haven't looked at the news for it yet. That was like not so good, because I know that Anthem is being put out by EA. Do you guys, anybody know about this Anthem news? Because I downloaded the demo today, and I wasn't able to play it, and I don't know why I wasn't able to play it. I think it's because you have to pre-order it to play the demo, but they put the demo in the store for some reason, and yeah, I don't know. I don't get that, but tell me what you guys think. If you know anything, I mean, maybe you don't. Has anyone watched an Indian soap opera? No. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Let me save. Yeah, that was another thing too, is that Indian people are basically white people that have been in a, let's say, tropical climate for a long, long time. That's what they are. I mean, so like he acts like that's why I hate this racist argument. I hate that shit. You know, because he tries to make the case that it's like white people are not, what does white people even mean? Well, it's just their way of like finding a way to lump people together. No, it's spelled soap. S-O-A-P, Shaman King. Oh, I think Quartering said that the version that was sent to journalists was made easier than the base game. Oh my god, lol. Okay. Well, I was just wondering, because I mean, I'm kind of interested in Anthem. But I don't know. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. And then we'll talk a little bit and I'll wrap up. Okay, I'm back. By the way, yes, as Neela Possessed says, she's my wrench owner. She's my tool. Neela says, smirk that like button. So yes, please smirk that like button. If you could. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about Anthem. So, kind of excited. It's supposed to be free on the weekend, I think, George Moore. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I think it is. They said the beta... But I thought I heard that you had to pre-order to get into the beta. I'm not going to pre-order a game if I don't know how good it's going to be. Like, my main reason for wanting to buy it is because I'm looking for something to play with my wife on PlayStation. We have 2 PS4s. We played Overwatch for years, like since it launched. We played Friday the 13th for a few months since it was free. And we've played other games together a little bit, you know. A bit of Rayman Legends, a bit of Overcooked, stuff like that. But what I'm really into, which is fighting games, she can't, like, get into. And the stuff that she's really into, which is basically Halo, is not available on the console. So, we're looking for something else. We did do Destiny for a while, too, but... I don't know, like, I didn't get Destiny 2 because I felt a little bit scammed by Destiny 1. So, I was like, I don't know about that. Do you use nibs, Brian? I do, when I do inking, yeah. But, for this round here, I bought some Copic pens. And the Copic pens are Japanese pens. They are amazing pens. So I'm going to use those, although I still do have nibs. I have nibs, I have ink, I have white ink, I have colored inks. I could do that, but they can be pretty messy, so I'm going to try to use these Copic pens. In particular, the Copic brush pen, which is, oh, it's fucking sweet. Anyway, so I guess we'll see what Anthem is like, but if I have to pay for it to play it, I'm not going to. I'm just looking for something to play with my wife, you know? I bought Vermintide 2, and she doesn't like it at all. And I do. So it's a shame, because I bought it for us, but she doesn't like it very much. And then I also got Star Wars Battlefront, because it was like $6, and I was like, fuck it, $6. But she doesn't like that either. So I'm like, what the fuck, you know, I gotta find something else. I thought about getting Payday, but I don't know. I don't know, because, like, she might like that, you know. I use Sakura pens and mapping nibs, and I have one Pentel brush pen, but ink is not waterproof. That's a shame. Can you put 5 down at GameStop and get a beta code? I'm not going to GameStop. What? I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to do that, though. You know what I'll do is I'm just going to wait for the review to come out. Like, I'm going to play... I'm probably going to get Resident Evil 2 when it comes out this week. And that reminds me, I was going to ask you guys, if I get Resident Evil 2, I'm thinking about streaming the whole thing. Would you guys watch if I did? And like, when would be a good time if you wanted to see Resident Evil 2 streamed online? Oh, hopefully they'll let me. I don't know. Sometimes they put restrictions on that shit now. How many souls did you spend on those Copic markers? They cost me quite a bit, but it was actually, I don't remember how much it costs. I saved up for them though, and I haven't even used them yet. Same time as your art streams is fine. Oh, but then I can't do my art streams. So I can't do both unless let me think. If I do the Resident Evil stream, it wouldn't be on this channel. It'd be on my other channel. What I could do is, I guess, do the Resident Evil streams and then do the art streams on other days, like alternate, or maybe do Resident Evil on the weekends or something like that. So I definitely would. Okay. They need more multiplayer high fantasy games. Yeah, co-op. I want more co-op games. Do you blend your colors, or does the program not have it? No, they do. I haven't. I'm going to do some more blending here in future steps. I thought I was gonna be done with Badger Chan, but I want to do more. So I have a ways to go on this. I sleep on work days because I work at night. A pack of 72 costs about 5. I didn't buy that many, dude. I bought a pack of 10. I think it was like 50 bucks. I bought a pack of just 10 Copics. And these are like the good ones. No, not the paint, not the paint markers. These are the ink pens. These are for drawing, not the colors. I do have some of those though, but I have those because I used to work in an art supply store. So I have Copic multi-liners. I got these on Amazon. I think it was like 50 bucks for this box. But I do have some markers. But the reason why I have the markers is because in the mid 2000s I worked in an art supply store, and I would get lots of free shit there because we would like, no one would buy something, and after a while they would like put it on clearance, and then when they put something on clearance, they gave the employees dibs, and then I would just get a bunch because then I get my discount on top of that, and I got like a ton of Copic markers for like next to nothing. The only problem is that the colors are all colors nobody bought, so they're like off-whites and pastels and like random colors that nobody usually uses. But nonetheless, I mean, I have them, so never know. Art streams are the 12 to 1. The Badger sub tends to start around, what, 5 or 6? Yeah. I do the Nerdcast at 5, and I do the news show at 5. My time, anyway. Which is Central Time. And then I do the Friday show. So, like, on Fridays, I usually do This Week in Men's Rights, or I do Doge and Aiden. But Aiden, it has just been like, I don't know where Aiden has been. She hasn't talked to me in a long time. I've messaged her and she's just not been responding. I assume it's not personal and that she's going through her own shit, but I haven't heard from her in a while. And Elizabeth and Natty have had some issues with their kids, Elizabeth in particular. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to do something with Natty, but if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna do another sort of solo run, you could say, and I'm gonna respond to a debate that I saw between Coach Red Pill and Christy Winters about rape culture, and I'm gonna watch it and go through it and respond to it. If Natty doesn't come on, so it'll be a good show either way. I'll ask Merc about Aiden. Yeah, if you could. I want to know if she's okay, and if there's like, if I need to like leave her alone or something, because she's been off the planet, you know. I mean, I know that she still makes videos and tweets and shit, but I haven't heard from her in a while, so I don't know if it's some, you know, what it is. They better last a long time before they dry out. What? Are you talking about the pens? Oh no, these are, yeah, those pens are amazing. Those markers that Ken's talking about, those are markers. They're amazing. They're really good. But again, a tool is only as good as the person that's using it. So if you have a shitty artist using really expensive markers, it makes my heart sink. Anyway, it is 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna wrap the show up. I hope you guys had fun, despite that little micro crash that I had. This is my work in progress. I see that there's some things I'm gonna have to change still, but I will get on that. And yeah, tomorrow is Fan Art Friday, so I'll probably keep working on that Quelaag fan art. And I'm just gonna do pencils or line work for that one. Then over the weekend, because we see the Resident Evil 2 will be out. Maybe I'll do a stream on Saturday playing the game, and just play it for like an hour or so, and do the same with Sunday. So let's read some last comments, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Zarang says Coach Red Pill is still relevant. He jumped on the Red Pill / MGTOW tip, and now he's making it work. Cockroach. Yeah, Coach Red Pill. Yeah, well, I don't know that he's relevant. I think that there are people, like, I don't know what that means, but there are people still like having discussions in the background. Basically, in the world of what I guess you could say IBS stuff, there's been a lot of changes and upheavals, and now I think the Ralph retort is like the big stream. And Ralph had Coach Red Pill and Christy Winters and a couple of people I don't know on, and they debated rape culture. And of course, Christy Winters was manipulative and deceitful in her language and the way that she set up the argument, and Coach Red Pill was dumb in the way that he refuted it, and nobody got anything out of it, and Christy ended up looking like came out shining like a diamond in the eyes of the people that were watching the stream, while I just shook my head because of how stupid it was. Oh God, Coach NPD and Christy passive aggression Winters. Geez, that's gonna be rough. Yeah, well, I'll go through it with you guys and you'll see. George Moore, I hope they come getting a little used to them. What? But if not, yeah, I hope they come getting a little used to them. Yeah, I hope so too. I might just have Natty, but I don't know. But if not, I did like your solo episode. Well, thank you. Zerank's conspiracy, I just wonder if they were making out later. Gross. Yeah, they'd be perfect for each other. NPD, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thanks guys for coming on. Hit that like button, give me a comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for coming on the Comicsgate art stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.